160-pound middleweight contender Yoenli Hernandez, aka Yo-Yo Diablo, has come out and backed Canelo in beating Terence Bud Crawford. I mean, no, Sherlock. I mean, that's the guy you're working with. I mean, who else you go pick, right? Now, I know you're saying like, hey, man, well, if that's what we expected, then why is this news? Well, it's because Cinnamon versus Budrick is the biggest fight in modern day history, right? That's how they're kicking it, right? You know, that's how it's being promoted. I mean, what else do you want us to talk about? Fernando Vargas Jr. versus Callum Walsh?
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that? You know damn well who I am. Who the fuck is that?
Speaking of Vargas Jr. versus Callum Walsh, I don't care if it's Fernando, Calando, or in Orlando. Callum in 5.
Hello guys, this is Rolly Romero.
Yo, my name is Nonito Donaire. What's up guys, it's Ennis.
Here with Bob Santos Boxing.
And I rock with Dr. Boxing Talk.
I want to give a quick shout out to Dr. Boxing Talk.
And I want to give a big shout out to Dr. Boxing Talk. Thank you for all the love, thank you for all the support.
You're rocking with Dr. Boxing Talk. Get your daily news from my man right here, the best in the business. Let's get it, baby.
All day, baby.
Amen.
Bam!
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. If I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
Yo, what's good, Boxing Talk family? Welcome back to your favorite boxing news channel, Dr. Boxing Talk, and we are back for another YouTube video banger, man. Yes, sir. Yes, man. Remember what time it is? Doctor's in the house, man. So check this out. But before we get to it, let's go ahead and smack that like button. Let's do it together. Appreciate you. That helps us to keep going and growing on this YouTube platform. But as I said to you in the intro, you know, Yo-Yo Diablo, famously or infamously, Cinnamon's current sparring partner, right? One of them, he's came out and he's backed Cinnamon to beat Terence. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, there's no shocker there, right? I mean, that's like asking Lester Martinez, who's infamously in Bud's camp, who does he think's gonna win? He's gonna go with Bud. So is Steven So Cold Nelson, you know, so is Bomac, you know, just like Eddie Reynoso and everybody else that's affiliated with the Saul Canelo Alvarez camp, they're gonna back their guy, right? So there's no shocker there, you know, and it's kind of, at this point, it's kind of expected, you know. But I will say this though, I will say this, which is why I made this video today. He did say something else that is very interesting. And what is very interesting is how he described the sparring between Boots and Cinnamon. Now, I will say this, so, you know, right out the gate, I'm going with Cinnamon. Not because Terence Bud Crawford's not a phenomenal fighter. Not because I don't think he's good or deserves a fight. I think he's great and I think he's phenomenal. I think if anybody could pull it off, it would be Budrick, because two-time undefeated while doing it, multi-division champion. His debut at 154, a new weight class, was against an undefeated champion, and he conquered him in Israel Madrimov for the WBA belt. So if anybody could do it, it's Canelo. I mean, sorry, if anybody could do it, it's Bud. But in my personal opinion, I just feel like Canelo's also not a slouch. You know, his first ever undisputed 168-pound division, been in there with Hall of Famers, 67 total fights with a record of 62 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws. I mean, come on, man, you can't really go against that. Not to mention he's been all the way up to light heavyweight, has been a title holder there. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with when two guys are good, even if Bud, who I think is slightly more skilled, you know, especially with his ability to be with his ability to switch hit and change stands and be ambidextrous in his hands and his legs.
Check this out though. First of all, you throwing too many big words at me. Okay, now because I don't understand them, I'm gonna take them as disrespect. Watch your mouth.
You know, go from southpaw to orthodox. I do think that he's slightly more skilled, but I think that the weight disparity is even larger. So that's why I'm going with Cinnamon, man. I do think he's going to win, but it's going to be a great fight, man. If Bud wins, I'm not going to be upset. I'll be wrong, you know. If Canelo wins, I'm not going to be upset. Hey, I'll be right. So it doesn't matter to me, but I'm more so than anything, I'm just happy that it's going to be a great fight between two great fighters, and it's going to be a great night of boxing. That's what I anticipate to happen. But I will say this though, like I said, what I made this video for is because Yo-Yo Diablo said he disclosed some of the sparring between Boots and Cinnamon, right? And when he disclosed it, he said that Canelo got the best of Boots, that's not what I'm celebrating, right? Because it's sparring. Sparring can go either way. One day you can get the best of somebody, the next day somebody can get the best of you, you know? So it doesn't really matter to me. But the fact that he said that he added further specificity and said that Canelo was able to get in and out and he was able to close the distance seemingly at will against Boots. Why that's important and why that's significant to me is because what happened to Cinnamon's last fight against William Skull, which a lot of us blame William Skull, which I blame Skull as well, but I also blame Canelo. You know, Canelo's one of my favorite fighters, right? My number one favorite fighter right now, right? I've been watching for a long time, but I'm very objective. You know, I keep it boxing and I'm very honest. I blame Canelo. I've seen Canelo cut off the ring before. He didn't do it. He was lazy in that fight. He was complacent.
Know your fucking place, trash.
But with him cutting off the ring against Boots, that is indicative of him not cutting off the ring against Skull because of his effort or lack of effort. It wasn't because of capability, like a lot of people are saying, oh, he's not able to cut off the ring anymore. If you're able to cut off the ring effectively against an athletic, highly agile fighter like Boots, you know, then I would think that you're still able to do it. Now, that doesn't mean that you'll be able to do it against Terence Crawford. They're different fighters, but at least I know that you are able to do it. And that was a lot of people's questions about his ability or capability to be able to cut off the ring anymore in his age of being 34 and having 67 fights. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very thorough, man. I'm very honest. Like, I don't really like Teofimo, but I don't just blame Teofimo for that terrible performance against Jermaine Ortiz. I blame both of them. Yeah, Jermaine Ortiz was moving, but Teofimo, being a former Olympian, unified champion, he should be able to cut off the ring. Same with Devin Haney and Jose Carlos Ramirez. I blame both of them. Same with Edwin De Los Santos and Shakur. I blame both of them. So naturally, when it comes to Canelo and Skull, I'm going to blame both of them. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that that was the best part of the interview. The fact that Yo-Yo Diablo, you know, he disclosed and divulged into not really about who won the sparring. I don't care about that, but the manner in which it went down. You see what I'm saying? I think that's good news for those of you that doubted Canelo, or I guess that's bad news for people who doubt Canelo, but it's good news for people who are pro Canelo, I guess. But it's just good news to me for boxing that this fight is going to be good. It's like with Terence Crawford, when I hear about him doing good things in the sparring, I think that's great in training camp and stuff like that. I love that he's going up those mountains and still have energy to still shadow box and stuff like that. I love that he's out running and outworking Steven So Cold Nelson and Lester Martinez. The other guys are supposed to be helping him, because I want to see great fights, bro. I like certain boxers. Yes, that's natural. I'm human. I'm going to have my preference, but I don't like any boxer to the point where I just want everything to be in their favor and everything that's pro them is great and everything that's anti them is bad. No, man, I like to look at it objectively, straight up the middle, baby. I'm going for Canelo, but I like to hear good things about Terence Bud Crawford. And if he wins, like I said, I won't be mad. I'll be happy for him. Bud is a beast. He's one of my favorite fighters as well. You see what I'm saying? So I just thought that was a great thing that I took out of the Yoenli Hernandez interview, was that he got that he was able to trap Boots and track down Boots, you know, during their sparring. I don't really care about who got the better of, because let's face it, right? Yoenli Hernandez, he might not have been present every time Boots and Canelo sparred. Maybe the times that he was there and he was able to witness it, maybe Canelo did get the better of Boots. But maybe when he had his back turned and he went to the bathroom, or he didn't show up to training that day, or it wasn't his turn to be there, maybe Boots was getting the best of Canelo. Could have been going back and forth. Could have been one-sided in favor of Cinnamon. Could have been one-sided in favor of Jaron Boots Ennis. Who knows? Who cares? I just want to see a good fight, and I think that that's what this information is indicative of, that this weekend we will get a good fight, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Don't forget to smack that like button, and let me know again, man, y'all final predictions in the comments. And do you really care about what Yoenli Hernandez had to say about his pick or what went down in training camp? Y'all be easy to take care of yourselves. Smack that like button for your boy. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. The doctor's out. Peace.
From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.